So I've been listening to all these experts and doom-mongers that's telling me every time I touch the brakes on the CRF I'm going to die because it won't stop. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a more accurate test of it. So I fetched it out on Moss. A couple of slight differences on bikes. I think the main thing is they're all wearing 644 miters, which are a pretty bitey, good sort of quality dual purpose tyre. Fair bit of bite in soft ground and gravel and shit. This one's got a half worn EO7 on the back. Pretty good tyre in the dry. It's a bit of a Catherine wheel when it gets proper muddy, but you know, it does a decent enough job for dual sport. It's not a bad one. So the tyres slightly different on the rear from the 250 300 thing, but they are in effect completely the same under the main braking at the front. So is the opposition, the world-renowned and thoroughbred Minky 300RR, which of course, unbeknown to these experts, is a Honda Racing Corporation vehicle. As you can see, it's got the sticker, and yeah, you can't get too near it because it'll snarls at you and it's very, very frightening. Differences being, tyres are the same. This one's a bit newer, and the front disc in this is a little bit smaller. The brakes on this aren't as powerful, but well enough to lock it up on here. That were a bit rubbish, that one. I think shooting through on that one. Also longer on that one, and a lot depends on the feel on the front brake. So although it's the same run, I'm not always able to stop quite as short as the rally. But on a couple of occasions I've stopped, you know, a bike and a half length shorter, so you know, I guess if you put a fucking tractor in the way you might try a little bit harder, but I'm not right inclined to press that front brake much harder than I am at the moment. Right then, so I found that quite interesting from my own point of view, you know, personal point of view. I hope you you guys find it interesting too. I've never had an ABS bike before. The blue marker, and ABS kicks in probably about here, and it just thumps its way to a standstill. This is 23 metre tape I've got, so I've added 4 metres on at the other end. I've got a stopping distance of 27 metres. I don't think I can stop any quicker. I've tried 6 or 7 times, and I kept moving the camera up from the long one there, and then the last 2 or 3 stops have stopped pretty much by the camera, give or take a foot or two, and that's a pretty acceptable stopping distance. Figure out what's what. I've been a little bit shorter a few times on the 300. There's the tape there, so bike and a half, bike and a quarter maybe is about the best I can get out of it. But you know, I have got this Unicross edge-hog thing on the back. It's got quite a bit more aggression to it, and that could, you know, pinch you a bike length for sure. You know, it's a much more aggressive tyre. I've got my ass sat on the back of it, you know, using as much rear as I can. So I went through a couple of times on the CRF 300. I went through a couple of times on the rally. So you can see, you know, within, depends how you feel on the day, how you hold your mouth, how confident you are at that moment in time. You know, you can have a difference of 3 or 4 bike lengths on each different run. You know, trying to err on the side of not knocking your teeth out. But all in all, you know, it's not, the bloody thing isn't. But all in all, you know, the thing is going to stop all right. So all this crap that's been talked about, you know, the bike won't stop, it's absolute nonsense. And that's what I figured. I felt, before I said it, I felt that this little fella might stop a little bit shorter. But you've got to remember, it's a little bit lighter, and it's got, you know, a much more aggressive back tyre on. So I would say that there's bugger all in it, to be honest. It is very, very strange, you know, to put that much front brake on that early and trust the ABS. It's not something I'm used to off-road. It's something I am used to with my work, using MT-07s, teaching people to do emergency stops. And by comparison, you know, the ABS on the rally is much more subtle. It doesn't pulse big like the MT-07, buff, 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 buff. You can feel it on your fingers. It does pulse, but it's only like a little tickle. I have no other evidence than like what I've ridden, but it feels like it's actually pulsing quicker. It's actually grabbing and letting go quicker than the road bike I'm using.